Hello, and thank you for participating. My name is Amy Johnson. I work for the North Central Texas Council of Governments, and I work as a planner on the Long Range Plan team. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the Mobility 2045-2022 update. The Mobility 2045 plan is the region's currently adopted mobility plan. So this is a long-range transportation plan that covers the Dallas-Fort Worth region. It was adopted by the Regional Transportation Council on June 14th of 2018. And according to federal regulations, we have to either adopt a new plan or an update to a plan within 4 years. So we have our deadline for adopting a new plan or an update as November 2022. And so to give us some time to go through our federal processes, the Regional Transportation Council is again slated to adopt the update in June of 2022. So what's new with the plan update compared to the original Mobility 2045? We'll have some updated data that we'll be working with. So our travel demand model, our demographic data, those are getting an update. We'll also have an updated financial forecast. So we'll be able to tell, especially in the post-COVID environment, how much money we can reasonably expect to receive over the time frame of the plan. We'll also have some project refinements. So because it's an update, we don't have a lot of brand new projects being incorporated into the plan, but we'll have refinements. There are some projects that are completed that will be coming off the list. And then we'll also have some program and policy updates. And a couple of the really new and exciting features of the update is we're going to be building upon our performance-based planning framework. So we began this process several years ago when we started to incorporate the federally required performance measures. And those help to kind of tell the story of how transportation is doing in the region by giving us data on things like pavement condition, bridge condition, transit assets and condition. And another thing that we're excited about is that we're launching some new virtual public involvement tools. So to go over that in more detail, this is called Map Your Experience. This is a rather new virtual tool that launched last year, and you can visit this tool at nctcog.org/mapyourexperience. And so what happens with this tool is you go on and you drop a pin on the map anywhere that you may be experiencing transportation trouble, and you can register comments for various modes like pedestrian facilities, bicycle facilities, also roadway issues and transit issues. And this is available in both English and Spanish. So this is part of a suite of input tools and processes. And so we're not eliminating our other traditional public involvement, we're just adding to it. And what we'll do with the input is that we will be able to map public comments against our plan's recommendations. So we'll put those together on the map to be able to find first those places where we're actually already addressing the needs out there. And then secondly, and most importantly, we'll be able to highlight some gaps and some areas of need. And so we'll be doing this analysis over the coming year, and we'll bring the results back to future public meetings. So the components of the mobility plan, and this is also kind of in a schedule format. So we have a few key pieces of the plan that we are updating as we go. First being our vision and goals and objectives. So those are complete. Those basically have carried over from Mobility 2045 since it is an update. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we'll be building on the performance-based planning framework there. And then we'll go through our project selection and prioritization processes. And then, as I mentioned before, in 2022, we're expecting plan adoption. So as just a reminder of what our mobility plan vision is, This is to improve the region's mobility today and tomorrow by embracing technology and innovation. So we do want to emphasize that we do seek to incorporate innovative solutions and tools into what we do. And we want to make sure that we're embracing technology as we go, and we're really looking to find solutions to people's transportation issues out there. And our mobility plan goals, these were carried over, as I said, and we have 4 goal themes. That's mobility, quality of life, system sustainability, and implementation. And so we have 9 goals that fall under those. These are not just about roadway, but they're also about other things like your quality of life. So we want to encourage sustainable development, and we want to make sure that we enhance the environment in what we do. And then we also want to make sure that we incorporate things like, ensuring adequate maintenance and safety and reliability of the entire transportation system. So here's our schedule for our plan update. So we began with some of our base analysis and frameworks in 2020. We are now in the second quarter of 2021. So we're in our agency and public coordination phase, as well as our plan development phase. By next year early, we expect to have our draft recommendations, and those will come out for review. Then we have an official public comment period. So stay tuned and you'll hear more from us on how you can participate in that. And then by May and June, we're seeking our action from the Regional Transportation Council. And then the last piece, as I mentioned, is working with our federal partners to get our air quality conformity determination. So here's our contact information, and like I mentioned, we've got the Map Your Experience website, but we also have a website for our plan update, and that's nctcog.org/plan-in-progress. And so feel free to visit that site. We have a lot of new tools and resources, information on there. And then shoot us an email if you have any further questions. Thank you.